Hello tribe, welcome back to my channel. So thank you all guys for your encouraging messages. Much love to all of you. I have posted on my community section last night that I felt so tired. That's why this reading is a day late and I had to take my time to rejuvenate. And today we're doing a romantic reading, as you can see. Romance in the air. I'm joking, we're doing your 7 to 10 day predictions, but I just had this very cozy vibe. So I hope you are vibing with this. And you know what? We're gonna be choosing not from the decks, we're gonna be choosing from intuitive cards today. So I'm gonna put all of these out. Pile number 1, 2, 3, and 4, and I'm going to show you each card from close up. Now what I want you to do is to really look into those cards and see if you see anything that's resonating with you in the abstract art of each of these cards. Any of them remind you of something. You may stop, with each card that I'm showing to you, stop the video and try to see through something that is resonant to you right now. And I think for a couple of you, you might have a couple of piles that you want to hear about. Also, Patreons, thank you so much for your support. Love the tribe over there, and I'm really glad that you're enjoying the videos I'm putting out there. I'm stoked about my collaborations with Joey, deep convos, and I'll catch you there. Now, group number 1. That's your intuitive card. Look at the reflection as well. Okay, that's a card for group number 1. Stop the video if you need some more time. You can look at this card as an overall, what kind of vibe it's giving you. Group number 2. That's the card for group number 2. Group number 3, that's the reflection of it. And group number 4. So I hope you've chosen yours, and I'm going to see you in timestamps. Hello tribe, whoever has chosen pile number 1, let's look at your reading. Let's start with energy checkup. I'm feeling drawn to do that firstly, and we're going to be pulling from a couple of decks. What is it that pile number 1 needs to do more of for themselves? What is it that pile number 1 needs to do more of for themselves? We have Harmony card coming up. The trigger statement says, I am boiling over. The true statement says, I allow myself to feel. Might be talking for some of you about repressed emotions, and it's saying maybe around this time or recently in your past you felt a little bit too emotional for what you are used to, or you may expect your emotions to overflow. It's saying let it all out. It's saying give yourself space to decompress and take time to nurture your body, mind, and spirit. Allow emotions to surface and release. So that's a nice start for you guys. What is it that you can expect yourself to learn more of the next 7 to 10 days from now? What are you going to be facing? Group number 1. So as you can see, the yellow dominates here. It's all about clarity. It's also the sun, the solar plexus, right? We have expel. It says, trigger statement, I am being invaded. True statement, I am pure. As you align with the frequency of peace, the invasions from outside yourself and dissonance within are neutralized. It does seem like you're expelling with that, you know, allowing yourself to feel whatever you need to feel in that moment. You're feeling much more pure within yourself. There's a lot of release energy here, which I really, really love. Some of you might be even drawn to yellow color more than before. Say, I don't know, it can be anything. An eyeshadow, a nail polish, a t-shirt you're wearing, your underwear, right? Flowers, whatever that would be, it doesn't really matter, because it seems like that yellow color will also help you out. I'm seeing a light for some of you too, so maybe you are suddenly drawn to buying a light for your home that is yellow color. Something to do with that here. That yellow color is going to be quite healing for you. Coming out and spending time in the sun. Just being there, being still, and allowing all emotions to flow through you. It seems like you're purifying yourself the next 7 to 10 days from now. Flow with it, it's saying. Flow with it. Great. Okay, guys, which deck do we want to use here for you today? I want to start with Dreams of Gaia for you. And what I want to do, I want to pull a message. What is the most important for you the next week, week and a half? What is the most important for you the next week, week and a half? King of Air, which is King of Swords. Pay attention to eagle symbolism. You speak in your mind clearly. I like that. And you have the Four of Cups. You see, that's where those emotions are coming in. That's where those emotions. Oh, look at that. I love that. I don't know where this is coming from, but I love that. By the way, this reading is darker intentionally. That's the vibe I'm feeling today. Okay. But overall, look, you're facing yourself the next week, week and a half. And it seems like you're going to decide to speak up for what it is that you really want. There is this energy of demand. Demand for yourself. Demanding others. You're learning how to speak up. You're learning, I want to say also self-worth. And I'm hearing it's okay not to be okay sometimes. So if you used to blame yourself for little things in the past, that's something that you're deciding not to do the next week, week and a half. You're flowing. You're flowing. You're going to be very analytical when it comes to opportunities, when it comes to conversations. Is that a conversation that I want to have right now? You're speaking your truth, but you're also very honest with yourself what you need at that time. Do I want to leave it for tomorrow? Am I feeling okay now in order to face this and that? Do I feel like I need to do this right now? That's the vibe for the next week for you. See? You have a really good balance between heaven and earth. You're in between the two. But you're very steady on the ground. Very steady on the ground. It seems like I want to say your guides, if you're not very close with your guides, or if you are not that person who communicates with them, it's saying you are going to be very close with your ancestors the next week, week and a half. Keep your mind's eye open because signs will be out there, okay? I want to keep using this deck for you guys. We're going to continue with that. I'm feeling it for you. What about your work, your finances, your stability the next week, week and a half? Your work, your finances, your stability. You have 9 of Wands. Oh, okay, thank you. You have the Mother. You have the 6 of Air, I believe that is. I'm always very confused with these signs. Yes, it is. Yeah, okay, awesome. This is actually great. I love that for you. You have the Hero. Oof. Look at you all. What are you doing when it comes to your work? You're very impactful people. 2 of Fire, which is 2 of Wands. As well as Death and Rebirth. Bottom of a deck. Body and Mind. You see how many cards you have that talk about balance? Being in between the two. Pay attention to the dragon and what it means in your life. It might be bringing a message to you, but it's almost like you're very good at knowing when to use your intuition, when to listen to your body, and when to listen to your mind. And there's some kind of transition happening here when it comes to work and how you see it and what you want to do. A good one, Death and Rebirth. You might have a really good idea about something new for yourself, or you're starting something new and you're pretty stoked about it. And you know that that's going to take you to new and even better directions than before. It's not to say that you're on the wrong direction right now, not at all. You're improving your work, but you're improving it because you're in perfect balance. So balance is a key for you when it comes to work. I don't know if sometimes you tend to put yourself, last. If you tend to do that, the next week, week and a half, you're knowing how to take when to take a rest and when to work, when to think about work, and when to give your mind peace. You are someone's hero in their mind the next week, week and a half. And it's because you worked really hard for something here. You have this very strong motherly or fatherly energy about you that's going to be needed for someone, or when it comes to your ventures, your career ventures. It's saying use more of that mother energy, and that's something that you're going to be doing, and that's why you are being seen in someone's eyes as this very cozy, I want to say, energy. Someone is feeling really safe with you. If that's not someone, you are feeling very safe when it comes to your career ventures. And it seems like you don't really need a lot of advice here when it comes to work, and even messages. You know what you're doing, and you know deep down inside of you that where you're going is where you need to be. But with that turtle, it's saying remember, one step at a time. Let's pull a message from the Ocean deck for you. Pile 1, message for stability, career. Okay. Blend into the environment. You have many skills and can fit into any situation. Take time to assess what is going on around you and adapt accordingly. You're very adaptable the next week, and I think that's why you're successful in your endeavors. Remember how I said you know when to use what? Your mind or your intuition. That's what you do, and that's your key the next week, week and a half. What is my body telling me? Let me think, right? Let me feel through this. If my body is being neutral, meaning my intuition, maybe I need to use my mind, my logic, my intellect, right, in order to solve this. One more. You have the gift of neutrality. You see, in between, I'm telling you, in between. Balance is at work in your life. Yin and yang are opposites in energy, but reside side by side to create the gift of neutrality. Bang. Next week is all about having a really good balance. And that's where you're at, and I'm really, really glad about that, because it seems like it's gonna also allow you to feel much more passionate about your endeavors as well. Somehow by being in balance in between, you're able to feel much more excited for things that's still yet to come. Let's look at your relationships. Ouch. For the next week, week and a half. And I want to use the Superlunaris deck for you. Pile number 1, relationships. Can be romantic, can be platonic. Page of Wands. Next week, it seems like you really want to discover your fire and your passions. And it same goes for work, but it's much more highlighted here in your relationships. You're looking for the spark within you, and you will want someone to match that spark in you. You want to explore people, literally. That's how it's coming through here. You want to explore people. You're feeling passionate about many things, and maybe someone might ignite that fire in you, but it seems like you are the one who's creating that. You have the Wheel of Fortune. You have the Six of Wands. Your relationships will be on point. You're going to be pretty glad about something here. Let's see what that is. You are winning. I'm hearing I'm winning in intimacy. So this can be intimacy. Since we're talking about relationships, it can be your own relationship with yourself too, right? You're winning when it comes to intimacy. Maybe if you were closed off before, you expanding on that, you exploring more of it, being more honest with yourself or with someone. I'm winning. Yes, there's a lot of passion. I'm telling you here, the next week we can have someone might make you feel really, really excited. And if you're a male watching this, someone is making you feel really excited. Had to put it out there. If you know, you know. Or you making feel someone really excited. You know what I mean? And that wand doesn't belong to you. Okay, what else we have? We have Seven of Wands as well as the Two of Wands. My God, how many wands in this reading? And the Hierophant. Honestly, it seems like you want to look at your relationships from a bit of a different angle here. You want to upgrade in your relationships with people, and because you've done self-work already, or you started, you going on this self-improvement journey, and you know yourself much better now, that reflects in what it is that you want, who you want to be around you the next week and a half. And there is some kind of commitment here that is happening. Some of you might be married watching this. If that's the case, you might review your marriage. And it's not to say that something bad is happening there, but it's almost like you're seeing your marriage from a bit of a different angle. What you want to do with it next. Where do you want to improve it? What do you want to say to other person so they improve certain parts of themselves in order for a better balance? But overall, this is happy days when it comes to relationships. Only one thing, it's saying make sure don't be too defensive. Listen to both parties. Okay, all parties involved, to be honest here. All parties involved. If that's going to be a collective setting, okay. Okay, what's flipping here? And the Lovers is here. Yeah, you bonding really deeply with someone here. Deeper than before. So maybe you're having a really beautiful, honest conversation that's going to change things around big time the next week and a half. But overall, whatever this conversation is, it's making you feel super excited. And you see a much, much brighter future and much more potential when it comes to this connection. Either between you and someone else or you and your own self. Okay, this is great. Bottom of the deck, Three of Cups. It's saying don't forget to have fun and to spend time with people that you love. There might be a hint to celebration of some sorts. So I hope that this made sense, pile number one. Tribe, thank you for being here. I'll catch you in the next one. Hey tribe, whoever has chosen pile number two, the second intuitive card, let's look at your energies first and we'll go from there. What do you need to know right now, pile number two? Pile number two. What is it? Oh, enlightened and empowered. Good start. So you either might be in a powerful position when it comes to these cards, or you might be going through a bit of a conflict, which would be a trigger statement. So the enlightened card trigger statement says, I am alone. True statement says, I am one with all that is. And message says, dear child, you are safe and loved as you continue on your journey of self-exploration. Whoever is doing spiritual work, exploring yourself, upgrading, right, and taking note, it's saying you're doing a really, really good job. Pat yourself on the back. Don't forget that. Empowered card says, trigger statement, I don't want to be here. True statement says, I am exactly where I need to be. You are ready to allow the energy from the divine and Mother Earth to fuel you as you fulfill your potential here. Don't forget that you have, sometimes people, put themselves down. You have much more potential than sometimes you can see. But when you ask other people say, oh my God, they are so great at this and that and that. Saying don't be harsh on yourself. But overall, this is a good start. I like that. This card is saying one step at a time. You are where you need to be. Just take note. Okay? Great. Let's see which deck I want to use for you today. Okay, that's the one. Come here. Two decks are throwing themselves at me right now. Pile number 2s. Next week, important energies. Tell me what's up. King of Wands. We like that. King of Pentacles. Damn, look at you all. Look at you all. What else? And Three of Pentacles. I'm loving this. Okay, bottom of the deck, the High Priestess. By the way, this reading is a little bit gloomier than usual on purpose. I'm feeling it today. It's in the next week and a half, you are in your masculine. You're very focused on taking action. You are inspired. You don't want to sit around. You're very focused. You're very determined. You're very, very happy about your collaborations, working with people, your colleagues, right? Your clients. Your relationships in your work overall are benefiting you. So it's saying if you need help, exchange ideas. If anyone else needs help, it's saying advise them, because there might be an idea or something good might come out of that conversation as you exchange your skills or ideas. Overall, you're hustling. You're very focused on your finances. You're very focused on your work, what it is that you want to build for yourself. Money is flowing in. This is great, and you want to explore your passions. Overall vibe of the next week, okay? So if you felt lately that you lacked some of this energy that I'm describing, it's saying you were claiming it the next week and a half. If you felt great, it's saying more of it to come, okay? More of that energy, more of that feeling to come. Let's look at your, we touched on career already, but let's look at your career and your finances the next week and a half, your stability overall. What else is happening there? Your stability, pile number 2. Okay, let's look. I love it. I love the Six of Swords. It's beautiful, isn't it? Six of Swords, Eight of Swords, Four of Pentacles, another Four of Swords, Seven of Cups, Death, and bottom of the deck, we have the Knight of Cups. Okay, let me clarify Death here very quickly. Oop. Lovers, and one more. Damn, this tarot deck is shouting at me. We have King of Cups as well as 7 of Pentacles. Okay, there is some kind of history here when it comes to this. Okay, overall, what's going on here? With Death and 4 of Pentacles sitting here, it seems like you're deciding to look at what you held very close to you and you didn't want to let go when it comes to your career. That sense of security that maybe is not working for you anymore. Security is good, don't get me wrong, but something that doesn't belong to you anymore, and it actually, you know what I imagined when someone is holding on to something so tightly it starts hurting their hand. It's saying, what is it in your career, or how you see your career, or things that you do that's somehow making you feel uncomfortable already. Something that's been with you for some time, or something that you are used to. And that's something that you are deciding to change. With that card, it's saying there is a rebirth. Expect rebirth, because something was holding you down, seems like here. There are a lot of thoughts in your head. What do I do? Making decisions. What is the next step for me to take? You know, you're keeping yourself trapped in your thoughts. And it's saying we are letting go of that. When it comes to making decisions, first of all, it's saying sleep on it. Sleep on it. Don't make rushed decisions. But we're starting with 6 of Swords here, which is already indicating to you that you're moving towards calmer waters, meaning better situation. But there is some kind of decision that will have to be made. I don't know if it's regarding project or what is regarding to here, but it seems like there's another person involved. Might be a water sign for some of you. Not necessarily. It does seem like this person has quite a lot of masculine energy in them, but overall, regardless of sex, this person is quite emotionally intelligent, I want to say. There might be a proposal coming in for you here that you might decide to explore. But it's saying make sure that proposal, it's much better than what it is that you already have. Proposal doesn't have to be only something that's coming from someone else outside of you. This might be you deciding to do something for yourself. Ooh, I have this idea. Ooh, I feel great about this. Let me explore that, okay? But somehow a relationship of some sorts, connection when it comes to your work the next week, it's quite important. Someone might have a big impact on you the next week, week and a half. We have 4 of Swords and we have 7 of Pentacles. Here, 7 of Pentacles, it's saying that you may expect to reap rewards for good decisions that you've made so far. When it comes to renewal, it's saying don't be afraid to renew things the next week, week and a half. It's all about renewal with Death card for you here. We're stepping out of your mind and running in circles and feeling like you are stuck in something. When it comes to your work, we're ending this, we're letting it go. Held on to this for too long and we're ready for renewal. And that's going to be somehow rewarded to you with the 7 of Pentacles. You're going to have a very clear sign that whatever it is that you decide to do, to change in your work life was a good idea, because soon enough you'll see a reward. Would it be a feeling of, oh, this feels good? Can be as subtle as that. Would it be an actual bonus of some sorts? Okay. Let's look at your relationships. This can be romantic. This can be platonic. What does pile number 2 need to know about their relationships? The next week, week and a half, you have the 10 of Swords. You have Knight of Wands. You have Sun. You have 5 of Wands. You have the Tower. You have the Ace of Wands. Nice. After Tower, Ace of Wands and Ace of Cups. Boom. Three of Wands at the bottom over here. What that's telling me, it seems like you've been thinking about that for some time. This is not news to you. There was a conflict with someone in the past, or this conflict may arise, but it doesn't seem like it's surprising here. It doesn't seem like it's a prediction that you don't know about. Now, this is not your message. It's not your message. But overall, it seems like you're going to decide to end a relationship with someone or become a little bit more distant from them. And whoever this person is, it does seem like they lack consistency, and maybe that's why you're deciding to do that. You like, I need more of that stable energy, which I'm not getting from you, so I'm gonna seek for clarity. And you might do something here, maybe meditate, maybe sit still with yourself, listen to intuition, to your gut, what it's been telling you throughout time. And decision that you are making is very connected to avoiding or finishing conflict, finishing competition. I don't want this anymore. I don't want this competition. I don't want to feel this way. But it seems like this was almost like meant to happen sooner or later for you with the Tower here, that this connection wasn't built on solid ground to start with. And with the Tower, once it's knocking this down, it's allowing to new opportunities, to new connections to come in later on down the line for you. So I want to say overall, it seems like you setting yourself free from someone. This doesn't have to be a person who's still very present in your life, even though for most of you probably will be. For some of you, you might decide to end the chapter in your mind with someone, and that chapter has ended way in the past already. But in your mind, it's still going. Or you keep coming back to something that has happened before, right? It's saying, hey, it's not beneficial to me anymore. I don't feel like it. Let me allow what has to go down to go down. I'm not waiting around anymore to get what it is that I believe I deserve. I tried and I tried. I'm hearing I tried and I tried. I'm gonna leave it at that. Clarify, Ace of Wands, please. You have strength. It's almost like I want to say universe was waiting for you to step up your game or to see your own strength. And when you do, that's when everything changes for you. See? 8 of Cups is here. You're deciding to walk away from something here for sure. Look, 10 of Swords, 8 of Cups, as well as the Tower is saying, end, done and over with. And you're allowing these new energies to walk in your life. You're feeling much stronger by making some kind of decision here for yourself. That's gonna bring you much more motivation, independence, and self-confidence. So it seems like you're starting a new chapter for yourself here towards self-growth and freedom. This is very particular. This is very specific, okay? It's very much like dun dun dun. So this might not be for all of you. If you feel like this doesn't make sense completely, I'd say still keep an open mind. You never know how things might turn out, you know, new tomorrow, new ventures, but you might want to pick another pile and just listen to a relationship part of the reading, okay? Because I feel like there's a couple of you out there who might not resonate with this completely, and you're not feeling that that's yours. Let's pull a message for you here, pile number 2. Love where you are. One more. And polite declaration. Polite declaration tells you you can move in whatever direction you need to accomplish your goals. It is time for you to get out there, claim what is yours, and stay in your power. Boom. Then, love where you are says, use your sensitivity to know when to act. Connect your heart to your head when determining what you would like. So I hope this was useful, pile number 2. Tribe, thank you for being here. I'll catch you in the next one. Bye for now. Hey tribe, whoever has chosen pile number 3, by the way, this setting that is quite gloomy, it is on purpose. I'm just feeling it today. Let's start with your energies. And let's see what is up. A message for you right now as you're watching this. Pile number 3s. Ooh, look at these colors. Intuitives, hello out there. Overall, you might feel quite sensitive throughout this time. You might get much clearer messages. Your intuition might speak louder than before to you. I'd say give and take more or less 2 days from now. 2 days from now, some of you are going through this already. Now, you might either be in a power position, in a true statement, or in a trigger statement. Let's start with awareness card. It says, trigger statement, I never get what I want. True statement says, I am a powerful creator. Listen to your inner voice, release your ideas of the outcome you wish to see, and trust that you are aligned with the universe. You know what I heard is that quote. I don't remember how it goes exactly, but it's something about along the lines of sometimes what is taken away from us, we see it as a bad thing, but it's actually being taken away from us because there is something much better around the corner that's going to be offered. As for a couple of you out there. Transmutation card says, trigger statement, I don't know who I am. True statement is, I am. There is no efforting required for this shift. Be present and allow every aspect of your being to transform. It seems like you're going through it, guys, or you recently went through something here. Maybe an energy shift, maybe you felt a little bit more sensitive to energies around you and it was a little bit confusing. Overall, sensitivity is a theme here. If that hasn't happened just yet, I'd say give it more or less 2 days, because I'm reading your present energy. So let's talk about what is important the next week and a half, pile number 3. What is important the next week and a half? Queen of Earth. I'm hearing, how stubborn are you to get what you want? Nine of Air. 9 of Air is 9 of Swords. Oh, okay. And 5 of Cups. It's saying make sure the next week and a half you are not hurting yourself with your own thoughts. You give enough time for yourself to ground yourself and to sleep, okay? Sleep will be important because it seems like you're cleansing emotionally here, and you might feel overall a little bit sensitive. There's a lot going on, either in your energy field or emotionally, okay? So it's connected to purging, transformation, something that we read about before, right? Allow yourself to go through it gracefully, it's saying, because something is being birthed out of this. Let's clarify the 5 of Cups. You have the Hero. Okay, some of you here watching this are perfectionists. The next week it's saying, watch yourself. Are you feeling bad about something because your perfectionism is taken over? Because it seems like you are super strong people, but you give yourself too much BS in your head sometimes. It's saying the next week, let's be our own heroes. Okay? And I think that's something that you're going to be working on, pile number 3s. Connect to your inner child a bit more. wisdom. Wisdom is there for you to be explored. Okay, wisdom is there for you to be explored. This is a time, the next week and a half, where you might feel that you need to withdraw a little bit and I don't know why I'm hearing this, and finally do the things you said you're going to do for yourself. Grounding is going to be a starting point for you. You are mothering yourself the next week and a half. Let's clarify the hero. Why is the hero here, please? 7 of air. Oh, I see you. I see you. Love card showed itself up. Okay. Look, what is happening here? It seems like you're going to decide to be very open with someone here. The next week and a half is all about honesty is the best policy. So saying for what it is and being honest with someone, even if you knowing that person, sometimes what this reminds me of, if someone is continuously in the victim mode, you know that's not helping them at all, right? So you might decide to say, in this instance, for example, hey, I feel like you've been in this victim role for too long now. You're much stronger than that. You have everything that you need to step to your power. You somehow speaking your truth coming from compassion. It's tough and it's sweet at the same time. And you allowing that communication, the language that you're using and how you say it, to empower someone else. Now, for some of you, this might be a conversation you're having with yourself. Okay? Have I been stuck in illusions for too long? Have I been honest with myself? Have I given myself enough love, or am I fooling myself? These are the conversations that are happening in your mind the next week and a half, or with someone else. Interesting. Let me see which deck I want to use for you guys. I want to use Triple Goddess Tarot. Let's go. Let's talk about your stability, career, and finances. Next week and a half. Some of you really need to get some more sleep here. 4 of Cups. Number 4 is important. 4 of Wands. I'm hearing you want to get out more. Magician. Oh, okay. What else we have here? 7 of Cups. Knight of Wands. Queen of Swords. Bottom of the deck, Queen of Pentacles. Okay, listen, guys, pile number 3, the next week is all about contemplation for you, but it seems like it's, sometimes when you feel like you just keep contemplating and it doesn't get you anywhere, the next week is not about that. The next week, what's happening, you're looking at your work life and you're trying to analyze and to see, how do you want to go about it? What are your options? It does seem like you might be bored with something here, but this is going to be a good starting point in order for you to realize what you need to do more of in order not to feel that way. For some of you, indoors is very connected. Also, there might be a work celebration here that I'm seeing. You might have some kind of event that you will enjoy. But for others of you, when we look at work and stability, you feel pretty stable, I'm seeing here, but it's almost like you're looking for your talents and abilities, and you want to see those come to fruition, almost like show what you're capable of. And it's saying the next week is all about taking note and acting on what you desire. Acting on what you desire. It's saying it's gonna be, this feeling like meh, it's gonna be actually given to you for a reason, so you can start thinking and start acting. You're giving really good advice to people the next week and a half. Your wisdom is being appreciated. So I don't know if you're training someone or you're helping someone out in one way or another, but people are listening to you. You might have a brand new idea about something here. An aha moment, clarity, moment of clarity. And somehow for some of you, it might take you towards creative endeavors here. Maybe those endeavors is something that you thought of before already, even a hobby, I would say. For some of you, it's connected to working with someone else and you implementing your skills and someone else using their skills, and there's something good coming out of that. It's saying this is the message not only for next 7 to 10 days from now. I'm feeling it's saying you might have noticed that in your life your financial stability is somehow directly connected to you stepping out of your comfort zone or trying new things. And the next week and a half, you have a chance to explore that a little bit more. Would it be even, it doesn't have to be your whole career. It can be a hobby on the side that might turn to career later on down the line, right? It's saying explore what your heart desires and explore creativity. Let's pull a card for you guys from the Ocean deck for work, career for the next week and a half. So we're starting with where you need to be, and it says acknowledge how you are feeling. Have faith the universe will take care of the current concern by providing the best possible outcome for all involved. Basically, what I'm hearing, take a chill pill. Then, replacing what was lost. You now have the opportunity to rejuvenate and start new. Create with new perspective or outlook. This card may also indicate abundance is on the horizon. Yes, it is, because we have 10 of Pentacles here. But somehow it's connected to you trying either new things or feeling like you're out of your comfort zone. Okay. Let's take a look at your relationships the next week and a half. This could be platonic, romantic. Let's see. I want to use Super Lunaris deck for that. Relationships for pile number 3 the next week and a half. Two of Swords. It seems like you are guarding your heart from someone here, or from that type of people, and I don't know what that means, but that type of people who maybe don't stay around for too long, or they don't commit in order to create a more balanced relationship. You see, I talked about balance. Here it is. So we have Two of Swords, Knight of Wands, Six of Pentacles, Seven of Pentacles, High Priestess, Page of Cups, bottom of a deck, Knight of Swords. It seems like you guys, you see through people, okay? And it's saying use more of that. You're able to intuitively tell who you want to be close with and who you want to spend more time with. It's saying use that discernment more. The next week, week and a half, you might want to explore a little bit more. You might want to play. You might want to try new things when it comes to relationships. So that could be in bedroom, or that could be you and your friend doing something new, right? Exploring. But overall, it seems like you guys need to open up your heart a little bit more here. And I think you're going to be shown that the next week, week and a half. It's like maybe you went through a healing process, healing phase where you've been hurt by either someone's actions or by the situation itself. And it's saying we're opening your heart more and more. And you might get intuitive hints or signs the next week, week and a half for you to explore your heart space a little bit more. And when you do that, it might open new doors for you and take you to a better place. There is some kind of fear connected, you know, so I don't know if you have a strong trauma connected. Maybe you don't feel like you can trust people sometimes, or you feel like, you know, something bad's gonna happen, a bit of self-sabotage when it comes to connections and people. It's saying let's work on that a little bit. It's almost like you're stepping out of that zone, but it's taking time. It's taking time because someone made you feel like you cannot put your head to rest in the past, and now it's somehow playing a role in your life. But you're stepping out of that slowly, slow and steady. There is someone next to you the next week, week and a half, who is able to open you up without even trying. There is a very sweet connection next to you who makes you feel very happy, and it's almost like they are able to grant your wishes, you know, wishes come true. Sweet vibe. Whoever this is, they are very emotionally intelligent themselves, and maybe that's how they spark. It's almost like they mirror that energy at you, and you feel like you want to open up to them more. You really love connecting with someone here the next week, week and a half. Someone is making you super happy. Your dreams come true. The World, the Ace of Pentacles, the King of Swords. Yeah, it's almost like you wanna spend more time with this person. You want to see what future has to hold with this person. I'm also picking up there might be someone who's able to listen to you and be there for you, and somehow this person will, without even knowing, I believe, will connect you to someone else who you have to meet in life. Someone else that you need to meet, or someone else that might offer something to you, okay? So don't be afraid. Don't run away from emotions the next week, week and a half. Don't run away from intimacy and being open to people, even if this is your own family member, okay? It's saying let's be more open to one another and let's talk about things. Yes, it might be uncomfortable, right? It might be something that maybe you're going to be talking about things you haven't talked about before. Connect to your mother or mother image. It's saying as well for some of you the next week, week and a half. You might have bonding time together, or if you don't have your mother with you in your in 3D life, right? Because soul never dies. It's saying you might hear from her, meaning you might feel her presence the next week, week and a half. This is sweet. Or a parent figure. Let's not just cut it off, you know, with only mother here, because it's a very strong parent figure. So yeah, that's that, pile number 3. I hope this made sense. And Trap, thank you for being here. I'll catch you in the next one. Bye for now. Hey pile 4 people, whoever have chosen pile number 4, let's check with your energy and let's see what is up right now. And we'll go from there. Boom, thank you very much. That was fast. So we're going to be reading both trigger statement as well as true statement. Some of you might be in trigger statement energy. Some of you might be in true statement, okay? What is going on right now? First card, resolution, says the past haunts me as trigger statement. True statement says in this moment I am free. Let yourself be the one to heal the wounds passed down from your ancestors. The release and growth begins with you. It's funny because I talked to someone. I did a reading for someone today, and a personal reading, but very similar, I can't speak, similar message came through. By healing yourself, you heal the ancestral line. So some of you may be thinking about doing that. Some of you already done that. If that's the case, pat on the back. And you know, healing doesn't have to feel like work. You know, we keep hearing about healing here and there. It's a very graceful journey, and it has to be enjoyable. Like everything else in life, it has to be balanced. Because when you think and when you hear healing, that there is something wrong in you, that's not the case. We all came here to learn. We all came here to grow. And your timing is not my timing, and vice versa, right? So it's saying, make it exciting for yourself. What it is that you want to improve in yourself today. What emotion do you hold? Let's look at that. And it's done for today, yeah? Conviction card says, trigger statement, no one listens to me. True statement says, my voice is heard. Stand strong and communicate your message. The world is ready to receive what you have to share. For some of you, I think this is connected to what it is that you're doing in life or you're about to do. If there is any, if there is a slightest thought in you saying, I don't know if I'm good at this or if I'm clever enough, if I have enough to say, it's saying think twice. Your voice will be heard. The world is ready to receive what you have to share, okay? Speak louder, this is saying. Speak louder. All right, let's take a look at your stability and career. Which deck I want to use for you all? Let me see. Wait, I need a special deck because I'm looking for it for so long. That one. Let's take vice versa tarot. Your stability and career the next week and a half. Oh. Nine of Cups. By the way, there is a random message. Stay away from gossip. Or someone who tends to do that too often. Because we all, as people, gossip. It's not to say, it's not, you know, pointing fingers at someone who does that. But, you know, some people just tend to do that all the time. Okay. Let's see. Work. Stability. 2 nines. Number 9 might be important the next week and a half. 9 of Cups, 9 of Swords. 3 of Cups. The Emperor. By the way, some of these are reversed. 2 of Swords. Eight of Cups. Okay, bottom of the deck we have the 2 of Pentacles. Let's look at this. I want to say the next week and a half, a part of you will need to be more expressed more, and that part of you is the leader in you. It's almost like you're being asked to show more of who you truly are, to show your leadership skills. Don't shy away from it. Some of you may have anxiety when it comes to, having your together, right? It's almost like maybe you're gonna catch yourself the next week and a half being afraid of certain responsibility. And it's saying it's almost like you ending that chapter for yourself. By the way, someone is making their boss very happy the next week and a half. But it seems like some of you might not like your boss or feel neutral about them. It's not that you're trying to please them the next week. You're playing your game right. You're playing your game right. But overall, I keep getting this message. It's saying you came here to be a leader. So the next week and a half, implement more of that skill in your decisions, in your work life. If you have to make up your mind about something, you're going to do that and you're going to make a right decision. Don't worry about that. Some of you are deciding, let me clarify this, because it feels like there are so many messages for pile number 4. Some of you are deciding not to take on someone's offer. Would it be from a colleague? Would it be a job offer? I'm not sure what this is, but something new. You're deciding not to take something. You're like, I don't know if this is actually for me. I want to say, if you haven't slept really well recently or kept waking up in the middle of the night or woke up tired, the next week and a half, that's going to start fading away. So if you had any type of anxiety or fear in your workplace, it's going to be dealt with, but it seems like you're the one who is going to decide to take care of this. And I think you're going to decide to either go out with people, with your colleagues, or in order for better balance between work and your own personal life, you're deciding to spend some time with people that you love, your chosen family. 2 of Pentacles is here. It's indicating busy time for you the next week and a half. But I keep looking at all these people almost all having their backs at me. You might be hiding something the next week and a half, or you don't want to talk about something that has potential. And maybe you don't want to talk about something because we talked about gossip. You know that someone tends to get nosy too much. And you're like, I'm not giving away too much about my personal life. I'm not giving away too much, right? Okay. Let's see what else. Someone is giving you a break when it comes to work. So I don't know if this is you allowing yourself to have a break, or someone is actually giving you a break, however you want to take this. It feels like there is this, next week feels much more relaxed, much more lighthearted than maybe the past one. I think some of you are going on holiday or taking a weekend off, a couple of days off for yourself, extra days. Let's take a look at your relationships. This could be platonic, this could be romantic, the next week and a half. What about your relationships? We have the Fool, 3 of Swords, 5 of Pence, the Empress, the Emperor, and 10 of Pentacles. Wow, wow. Okay. Bottom of the deck, the Queen of Cups. Now, I don't know if this is you or this is someone else, but someone is feeling a little bit foolish. Someone did something that they regret, and they might express it the next week, week and a half. Sorry I made you feel this way. Sorry I made you feel this way. For others of you, it seems like you're being very drawn to visiting your family, especially the older ones. Okay, I'm hearing. Especially the older ones. You want to connect to them. There is a lot of wisdom to be gathered from the elderly in your family the next week, week and a half. You know what I'm feeling? They might say one sentence that's going to stick to you, and that's all that you needed. It's almost like there is going to be a coded message from someone in your surroundings. That message is coming from the universe. It's coming from either your guides and is being spoken through someone's lips, or your higher self is sending a message to you through someone else so you can hear it clearly. This is very interesting. So whatever in conversations with people the next week, week and a half sticks to you, and you're like, whoa, that hit me, or whoa, that's exactly what I needed. That message was sent to you. I'd say observe it. That message was sent to you. And I know when we watch readings, we tend to forget, right, what was said. But I really feel like I want you to remember this, okay? I have to highlight this for you people. I have to highlight this. Someone feels quite defensive now. Someone doesn't want to turn around. And what that means is that someone acted a certain way where the other person is like, I don't want to deal with this right now. I don't want to deal with you, maybe at all anymore. But someone feels like they want to apologize for what it is that they've done in the past. Okay? I'm going through this really quickly. I know. I'm kind of scanning them through. You have very strong support system the next week, week and a half. Someone who feels like a friend. Your connections are being divinely guided the next week. Okay? It's almost like people come and go or reach out at exactly the right time when they need to. It's like you're being supported by the universe, and the universe is almost like working its magic and bringing people in at the exact time when you need them. I'm seeing the next week, week and a half, you might be wishing for more passion in your life. And you might decide to do something about it. I'm wishing for more passion in my life. I'm hearing. And what I'm going to do about it, I feel like I need to transform. And with that, I'll be able to transform the energy that's coming to me, meaning the people who are coming my way. When I said coming my way, 6 of Cups is here. It seems like you seeing an old connection differently the next week, week and a half. Specifically someone that you used to work with, or somehow maybe you have similarities when it comes to work, or someone you went to school with, right? Anything that's career related. What was no more, I'm hearing. Make sure, specifically when we're talking about people that you've known for a long time, particularly someone is not holding you back or is not making you feel stuck in your own headspace. Because the next week and a half for you is all about feeling good in your own headspace. Make sure no one confuses you here. But I'm saying confuses you, it does seem like this has happened before. Okay, we all get confused. We get confused ourselves, right? But it's almost like this has happened before. And maybe that's why sometimes you have doubts when it comes to, do I let people in, do I not? Do I stay fully independent and work my magic, right? Or do I want to come at people and offer something new and mother them? What do I choose to do? But overall, your intuition knows here exactly what you need to do. Connect to it a little bit more. Let's pull a message for you. Pile number 4. Pile number 4, people. What do you need to know? I'm going to let gravity do the work. We have adrift in shallow water. And you have look beyond the surface. Look beyond the surface says, avoid becoming distracted by surface issues. Focus on the underlying motivation, cause, or beauty in a situation. Seek ways to bring depth to your world. Adrift in shallow water says, take a few deep breaths and reconnect to your inner peace. Notice the small things and appreciate them. So tribe, thank you for being here. Love you as always. I'll catch you in the next one. Bye for now.